Yo, 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 what's going on at the fight world? It's your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on two big dogs in this fight game. We have Terence T-Boy Crawford, the undefeated three-division world champion. He is the current undisputed welterweight world champion, the man to go undisputed 2 times in a 4-belt era. Then we have Errol, the true Spence Jr., the former WBC, IBF, and Super WA unified welterweight world champ. Now that he's at 154 pounds, he's trying to become a 2-division world champion. And we all know that Errol is still one of the hottest stars in the game today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, in case you've been living under a rock, Errol Spence has been trying to get his rematch with Terence Crawford at 154 pounds. Terence Crawford looked like he don't want to fight at 154. He want to bring Errol Spence back to 147, where he know Errol Spence will be weight drained, and Errol Spence is officially done with 47 after updating, his social medias with a 154-pound fighter. Now, with Terence Crawford being the only man to defeat Errol Spence, and having a little thunder, he feel like he runs the show. Well, I'm going to say this. EJ, if you don't want to fight you at 54, go ahead and move on, bro. Go ahead and move on with your career. You know what I'm saying? Go fight for a world title at 54 because it looked like Charlo will be relinquishing the titles and he might be going to 160. Go ahead and become a 2-division world champion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Add that on to your resume. When it comes to Terence Crawford, we see what type of dude Terence Crawford is. You understand? We know that he's stuck in his ways. We know that he can be arrogant as fuck when you want to. And right now, he's showing not to be a man of his word. I mean, I don't care if you're a fan of Bud Crawford. I don't care if you don't like Bud Crawford. I don't care if you're cool with Bud and Earl. If you're right down the middle, your word is your word, bro. That's all you got in this world, your balls and your word as a man. The main 2 things as a man. You understand what I'm saying? Terence Crawford shook that man's hand. Terence Crawford agreed to he will fight Errol Spence at 154. And now that all the hype and he been getting all the praise from everybody around the world, now I think that went to his head. And now he feel like he's just the guy. You understand? To where you feel like he called all his shots and things have to go his way now. You understand? To now he feel like he's on a level to where he can call out Canelo Alvarez and he's going to get the Canelo Alvarez fight. Well, newsflash, Terence Crawford. You're still not a bigger star than Errol the True Spence Jr. Errol Spence is still a bigger star than Terence Crawford. Montray-Brown, Errol Spence lost to Terence Crawford. How is he still a bigger star? What are you talking about? How? Well, I'm going to tell you like this. Watch what Errol Spence do his next fight on pay-per-view. And watch what Terence Crawford do his next fight on pay-per-view. You understand? Terence Crawford is not getting no Canelo Alvarez fight. Y'all can forget about that. Errol Spence has the world want to see what he looked like on his fight back after taking his first loss. You know what I mean? Is he the same Errol Spence? Did Terence Crawford take the fight out of him? Was something already wrong with him when he went into the Bud Crawford fight? That's why he wanted the fight to get the big money payday? It's a lot of questions that need to be answered with EJ. And people are watching and wanting to see because we all know Errol Spence for being a bad motherfucker in that ring and that he still is. We seen Shakur Stevenson come out and give Errol Spence just doing his props. But I think Terence Crawford, he's living on a high horse right now because he feel like, oh, man, look, I beat the guy that y'all was saying this, that, and the third. I couldn't beat. This was the biggest fight in boxing. I went in there and I beat him from pillar to post. I stopped him within 9 rounds. Okay, so what are you going to do after Errol Spence? That's what have to be shown. Because before Errol Spence, pay-per-view numbers wasn't looking like nothing. So now we got to see all the people that act like they Terence Crawford fans, like they jumped on the bandwagon, like they really fuck with Terence Crawford. Will they press that red button and order that pay-per-view if you put Terence Crawford in the ring with somebody that's not a big name? Yeah. If you put him in a ring with somebody that's not a big name, would you press that red button? You understand? With Errol Spence, I feel like Errol Spence going to be the same Errol Spence. You know what I mean? His fan base haven't went nowhere. They still ride with him even heavier now. You understand? We got people out here talking about, oh, man, Errol Spence fan base left him. Oh, man, they don't ride for Earl no more. It's not this, it's not that. Man, Earl is relaxing and chilling and waiting to try to make his next fight happen, which you try to make it against Terence Crawford. But if it ain't Terence Crawford, his first fight at 154, whomever it is, if it's for a world title, you're going to see. Errol Spence fan base is still right there. And did he ever miss a step for us being a superstar? Now him performing inside the ring, that's up to him to prove that he is still that guy inside the ring. But for us, the fans that was with Errol Spence fan base haven't left, bro. Not even one bit. If anything, they got tighter. Mark my words on that one. Mark my words. So when it comes to the situation of trying to fight Terence Crawford, he's not trying to give Errol Spence his rematch, then Errol Spence can't sit around and wait no more, bro. He did it with the first fight. A year and 6 months out the ring. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on Terence Crawford, knowing he holding on to that weight. He got to try to, work his way to get down to 47 and things of that nature to where, I think it worked against EJ. You know what I'm saying? It worked against him. But he's so trill and he's so real, he wanted to give us the fans the undisputed fight at 147 at whatever risk and whatever cost. And you got to respect Errol Spence for that. That's why I said being a man of your word. He's a man of his word. But now Terence Crawford just turned around and just disrespect him in each and every way. You got these weirdo fan base out here that's acting like they really with Terence Crawford being disrespectful in each and every way. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, if a man did everything to look out for you and then asked you to return the favor, then as a man, you should return the favor. But Terence Crawford look like he's not on that type of time. It look like he just want to do what he want to do, and he's looking for the biggest paydays on the way out the door. Because the way he talk, he's on his way out the door. If you're being realistic. You know what I mean? So now it's time for Errol Spence to say, fuck it, man. The dude don't want to fight me. Let me go become a 2-division world champion, maybe a 2-division unified world champion, and get my name back to where it need to be. You understand? Get my name back to where it need to be. So these people can stop playing with me like I ain't him. When I know I'm him. I know I'm him. I know what happened on the 29th. I know that wasn't me. I know I'm 10 times better than that fighter that lost to Terence Crawford. But that's done. It's over. It can't nothing change that at the moment. But me going to 154, kicking ass, and becoming the world champion to show my fans that, listen, I'm still here, family. I'm still here. And I apologize for my last outing, but we going to make that up. And if dude don't want to fight me at 154, there's nothing I can do about that. But I refuse to kill myself to go to 147 and try to meet some bullshit demands that he's trying to give me because he want to play the big dog status right now. Because he feel like he been left out and he been played when he the one played himself by standing with Bob Arum and feeling like Bob Arum was going to treat him better than Al Heyman. But at the end of the day, I got to move on and do what I got to do because I got a family to feed. I got a career to end on my terms. And end it in impressive fashion because one loss don't make the fighter, baby. Yeah, one loss don't mean you're a bum. One loss don't mean you're not a Hall of Famer. One loss don't mean you're not an all-time great. You understand what I'm saying? You go look at the Mount Rushmore, everybody on your Mount Rushmore probably got a loss or 2 or 3. You understand? So it's just the nature of the beast. It's the hurt business. These things happen with the game. But it's on you to find yourself and to get back in that ring and show people that you is the king. And Errol Spence is still a motherfucking king. You better believe that. You understand? You better believe that one. So at the end of the day, man, listen. EJ, don't sit around and wait on this dude. Don't even entertain the bullshit. If he act like he don't want to fight you at 54, if you want to take his little win and run, even though it's under contract, that it's a rematch in the contract, right? If you want to try to fuck you over and treat you like you're nobody, then look, don't sit around and play them games, bro. You did it with him the first fight. You bought into his demands the first fight, but not this time around. If he can't be a man and repay, his debt, then fuck it. You move on as a man and you continue to do what you do best. Whoop ass and cash big checks. You know what I mean? Let him have his little glory of what he feel like he bashing in right now. But as long as you go out there and get that victory and become a champion at 54, people gonna overlook that shit after a while. And he gonna be looking like, damn, what do I got to do now? And next thing you know, he'll be looking for you for a rematch. Mark my words on that one, King. Mark my words. Your fan base is still bigger than Terence Crawford. Trust me on that one. But at the end of the day, Errol Spence wants his rematch at 54. If he can't get it, that's Terence Crawford's fault. But Errol, don't let this man play you like that at all, King. Do your thing. You and Al Heyman still one of the best teams out here. Go out there, do what's best for your career. Become world champ. Put on for your family. Put on for yourself. Get that Bridgie. Go out on a good note. Straight like that. and I'm on to the next.